Buck Showalter is nice enough to join us now. Buck, it's Michael and Don. Congratulations.
What's up, fellas? Thank you.
How you feeling?
Going there?
Everything's going great. How are you feeling?
Good. We busy locker room. Got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to do a few things. Right now, I'm filling out my Silver Slugger Award ballot. You got any suggestions? I need a catcher. Who are you voting for, Mike?
That's a tough one in the American League.
Shortstop was tough too. We can't vote for our own guys.
Yeah, but you could.
Hey, what a slap in our face. What do they think? We can't be unbiased?
Well,
I can't.
A lot of people can't be unbiased. Absolutely. I don't think you can be biased.
So basically saying we don't trust that you won't vote for all your guys, so you can't vote for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. No, it was a good night last night. The fans were unbelievable. It was an electric place, and we had a nice walk-up crowd. But it was a big Monday night, too. But, especially how much the games mean to Toronto. But I was real proud of Ubaldo last night. To have them cheering for him. He's had a tough last month or two.
And it's not like you didn't face a ton of adversity, Buck. I mean, you look at the guys that are on the disabled list. Some guys like Markakis maybe not living up to the back of his baseball card. So, is that just a case of what doesn't kill us make us stronger? Is that just something you guys seem to pick up each other when things go wrong?
Well, I wish it was that simple. First of all, nobody's had a better defensive year in right field than Nick Markakis. Some plays that he's made this year, I just scratched my head. And but it's just kind of a mindset. I mean, the same thing Joe Girardi has fought his way through and kept his team competitive. I mean, it's what you do. You're not going to break camp and play that team the whole way. Your what-ifs are so important. Your 6-year free agents, your farm system. We feel like we got a 75-man team, 25 in Norfolk and 25 in Bowie, and through that grows a great morale in our organization with the scouts, the player development people, and the players. We can compete for any 6-year free agent. We may not be able to compete for, say, an Ellsbury, but we can compete because we can out opportunity people, and it's been a good destination for people that are looking for an opportunity. And but when you have good people in there that make new guys coming in's path, there's no hazing. It's like, okay, you're wearing our uniform, and we're going to call on you during the course of the year, and it helps that nobody feels like they're carrying the weight of the world, or so to speak, the Orioles on their shoulders, and they have to do this. It's the greatest team sport ever invented, because I can't make the ball be hit to my best defender. I can't have that bat with the bases loaded in the ninth inning and fall to my best hitter. Everybody has to have their turn. Everybody gets a chance to contribute.
You mentioned Ellsbury. Yankees have a big payroll. The Red Sox have a big payroll as well. The Tigers and on, the Angels.
So, Mike, we're not paupers. Our ownership's been great. People, I guarantee you Tampa would like to have our payroll. I mean, our owner's been there every time we needed him.
But do you look at, within the walls of that clubhouse, do you say, you know what, we can't outspend some of the people that we have to beat, so let's have a chip on our shoulder? Do you have that at all?
Well, no, I don't think there's a chip there, Mike, at all. I mean, first of all, we've had our nose bloody for quite a while here by the Yankees and Red Sox and Tampa and even Toronto, and rightfully so. But, it's self-inflicted. You got to look in the mirror. I mean, get better. It's like the guy I never understood handicapping on golf. You get on the first tee, and I practice hard, and I play better, and I'm better than you, but you want me to give you strokes? The Yankees don't give us runs before a game starts, and shouldn't. You got to say, who are we, and how are we going to do this? I mean, Tampa set a great example. You can sit around and woe is me and make excuses, or you can figure out a way to make up the difference. And there's such a fine line between us and all these teams that there's such a snowball that happens this time of year one way or the other. And, at the end of this season, there's only going to be one team happy, and the team that's last team standing is going to have some weaknesses. And the team that gets eliminated is going to have a lot of strengths. So, it's you get a chance to roll the dice in October, and I'm proud that our guys get a chance to do that.
All that said about the room and the chemistry, when you lose a guy like Chris Davis and the way that you lost him at the end of the season, was there any concern that could be a negative flow for the rest of the regular season and something you felt you had to focus on with your team?
We talked about it. We didn't call some elaborate team meeting. We had an advanced meeting that day with the pitchers and catchers and then the position players. I just wanted them to know everything I knew. I think it's the unknown that drives players crazy. They need to know exactly what's going on and what happened and what happened. I think there were some guys frustrated with Chris and a little disappointed, a lot disappointed. But, the game keeps moving. Like I told them, I said, listen, nobody died. It's another bump in the road. None of us would like to have our lives judged by our worst decision. There, by the grace of God, go all of us. So, you deal with it. Harmony is not, as they say, not the absence of problems, but the ability to deal with them. And the Yankees have had them. Everybody's got challenges that you hope doesn't happen. We don't. So they've overcome a lot of things. Every team has. But it's what separates you. I tell them all the time, we got an opportunity tonight with this adversity to do something that separates us. So let's go.
Now, I was watching some of the celebration, Buck. I've known you a long time, since the early 90s, and you actually were smiling yesterday. What happened with that?
What you got, Mike?
Come on. You never show that to the public. I've seen it, but the public doesn't see smiling, Buck.
Trust me, I know how fleeting some of this stuff is. I'm not, I ain't doing this the rest of my life, but, I want to get in a good angle and make sure I took a lot of snapshots in my head because I want to be able to take it in. Most importantly, watching them get to release the emotions from something that they worked so hard to get. I'm so proud of them. I just wanted to take it all in and get as far away from it and let them have their moment. It's special.
Buck,
is this more special than 95 and when you won with the Diamondbacks? Because you've gone through so much in adversity?
Oh, that was 99. 95 was the Yankees, you meant?
No, I meant both. 95 and the 99 with the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, I know your career, Buck.
Mike, I got to tell you, I'm not one of those guys that say, this is the greatest ever. It's all relevant. Winning a state championship in high school, I can remember every pitch, against Tampa Catholic and Marty Lyons. It was, everything's relevant. And when someone comes up to me and says, man, I know it doesn't mean much to you, we won our state championship. Yeah, it does. I got it. But yes, last night was special for our city, and I love trying to get things that other people don't get. If you don't get the passion and the love of the Baltimore Orioles here in our city, then you're not wanting. It's okay. You don't have to get it. I like getting it. There's such a sincere emotion that feeds off that. We got some statues out in the left center field too, and it's like I told Jonesy. I said, the reason all those statues are up there, what do they all have in common? They won championships. I said, we bring a couple here, we'll have your mug out there,
do you
too.
feel that's something that you have to do to define how great a manager you are, win that championship?
No, I don't hate. I'm not going to have my life judged by that. There's a lot more important. I hear people using military terms about baseball. Come on, there's a lot more serious things going on in our world and our country. It's like I told him with Chris Davis. I said, in the whole scheme of life, I try to keep things in perspective. I'm not going to have my life judged by that. The true impact you have on this planet is, the children you have, how you raise them, your relationship with people and how you treat people. Where that all comes down, that's about the players. And if you forget that, this game's about the players. And you think that it really matters, this game will move on very quickly without you or with you. And that's how great a game it is.